What's up YouTube, how you doing? This is Mr. Tybox123 and in this video I'm going to be bringing you my unboxing and first look at the Nokia Lumia 800. Now as you all know, I haven't done any coverage yet of any Windows phones, and so many of you have said, you know, I'm really interested in having a look at the Windows phones, can you please give it some coverage? I'd really be interested in your review. So I've got one. So that's what we're going to cover off in this video. You can actually pick this up from Vodafone, £36 a month, completely free of charge, the phone itself. And for that you get 900 minutes and unlimited text and a ridiculous amount of internet. So great deal there from Vodafone. As you guys know, I use Vodafone. I'm a kind of Vodafone lover, so I'd definitely recommend that. And in terms of the specs for the Lumia 800, it's got a 1.4 GHz processor and it's got an 800 by 480 AMOLED display. Obviously has all of the kind of Wi-Fi functionality that you'd expect, and you can pick this up in a 16 GB edition. So anyway guys, let's get into the unboxing and have a look. In terms of the actual box itself, kind of typical sort of phone box. Quite nicely made though, nice and solid, if anyone cares about that kind of stuff. And there we go, the usual layout, the phone directly on top. Now I have actually had this one out and I've been using it. This is the black version, and I wanted the black version because the screen's black and it just looks kind of sleek, I think. Really beautiful looking phone. We've got the 8 megapixel camera there on the back, along with a LED flash. And then we've got that beautiful screen on the front as well. And it just has such a beautiful kind of contour to it and really feels really nice in the hand. I think actually holding the Nokia Lumia 800 now for the past, you know, kind of few days, I actually prefer the feel of this to any other phone I've ever held. It just feels, even though it's hard, it kind of feels soft. It's just really nice to hold in the hand. So anyway, let's come back to that in just a second. Let's see what else we get here in the box. We get all the usual kind of gubbins in terms of warranty information and quick guide. And a great thing that Nokia actually include is a little silicone case, which is just a nice thing for them to include with the phone. Obviously, you know, there's probably going to be a whole load of cases out there that are going to be nicer than this one, but it's definitely nice to always get something extra in with the phone. I think that's a nice touch there from Nokia, and it does feel kind of nice as well. In the review, I'll let you know how that case actually is and if it's worthwhile them even putting it in. We get the standard kind of 3-pin plug there for the UK power socket. Obviously, if you guys have got a US one, you'll get that. We get the micro USB cable for obviously plugging it into the computer or into that little charging socket to charge it and sync it. And then we get some earbuds. Don't really look anything special. I won't bother opening them up. They're just the standard kind of earbuds that you get in the box with most phones these days. So in terms of the actual phone itself, let's have a little look around it. On the top, it's quite difficult to see, but you've actually got some covers for getting access to various bits, and they're kind of nicely put in there to cover them up, but then they do feel just a little bit fragile, so I guess you'd have to be careful with that. The first one is the micro USB cable there that we've got on the top, and then the other one, you just slide it across and pull it out, and that is actually the SIM case for putting your SIM card into. Now they do feel kind of solid, but they also feel kind of weak at the same time, so I guess you'd have to be careful with that. On the bottom we've got the microphone and speaker, and then on the top as well we've got the 3.5mm headphone jack. Down the side we've got a quick access button for the camera, along with a standby button, and then also the volume up down as well. Now let's just turn this on so you guys can have a look at the screen. You can see how reflective it is there. It's kind of difficult to get a good view of it without any reflection, but this screen really does look beautiful. I don't know why, but the blacks on it are just absolutely stunning, and it's got really nice colour representation as well. On the front page here we get the kind of tiles that give you quick access to various components, and you can completely configure them how you want. And then if we just swipe to one side, we get all of the shortcuts to the complete application list that are on the phone as well. Now one thing that I will say in terms of first impressions with the Nokia Lumia 800 is that it's very snappy. Now this doesn't have the fastest hardware on the market, but Microsoft have obviously done an absolutely fantastic job in the operating system, because it really does feel very, very snappy in terms of like pinch and zoom, flicking around and things like that. Applications take a little bit longer to launch than you'd expect on something like an iPhone 4S or a Galaxy S2. But in terms of the snappiness, I definitely think it's very much close to the iPhone 4S, and I think that the Android devices come in slightly slower than this in terms of just that zippiness, in terms of navigating your way around the operating system. Now, like I say, when you're opening applications, they do take that little bit longer because it's not the fastest processor in the world. But the snappiness is really nice. The speed in which you can actually navigate around the operating system is a real plus for me. Anyway guys, that was my kind of unboxing and first look at the Nokia Lumia 800. I'm going to be doing obviously a full review on this where you'll get to see it in a lot more detail. I'll go completely through the operating system and all of the hardware, etc. But this was just really just to kind of give you a look at it. I know most of you have seen it before, but this is really for those guys that have kind of asked me to do some coverage on it. So this one's for you guys. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video guys. Make sure you hit the like button if you're feeling kind of cool today, and I will see you all in the next video. See ya.